Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UAE President Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan hold bilateral talks in Abu Dhabi. Several agreements and Memoranda of Understanding, including Bilateral Investment Treaty, exchanged between two countries. Prime Minister addresses Indian community at Ahlan Modi event in Abu Dhabi. Government reiterates readiness to hold talks with protesting farmers, says MSP law on crops cannot be brought in a hurry. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurates and lays foundation stones for 38 national highway projects worth nearly 7,000 crore rupees in Uttarakhand. And US Senate passes $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan held a bilateral meeting in Abu Dhabi today. During the one-on-one talks between the two leaders, the discussion ranged from reviewing the existing bilateral partnership to exploring new avenues of collaboration across various sectors. Both leaders expressed their commitment to further strengthening the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries. Prime Minister Modi and the UAE President also held delegation-level talks. Several agreements and Memoranda of Understanding, including Bilateral Investment Treaty, were exchanged between the two countries. Our correspondent has the details.
This visit saw Prime Minister Modi engaging in fruitful discussions with President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. A series of agreements and Memoranda of Understanding were exchanged to cement the foundation of cooperation between India and the UAE. These included agreements on bilateral investment, electrical interconnection and trade, the India-Middle East Economic Corridor, digital infrastructure projects, cooperation between national archives, heritage and museums, interlinking of payment platforms and interlinking of domestic debit and credit cards.
बायलैटरल इन्वेस्टमेंट ट्रीटी इसका भी एक लंबा प्रभाव होने वाला है और मैं मानता हूं खास करके G20 समूह के देश हैं उनके लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ी खबर बनेगी है कि यूएई और भारत इस महत्वपूर्ण दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं.
Prime Minister Modi extended his congratulations to President Sheikh Mohammed Zayed Al Nahyan on the launch of UAE's domestic card J1, which is based on the digital RuPay credit and debit card stack. Energy partnership also featured prominently in the discussions, with both leaders acknowledging the UAE's significant role as a supplier of crude, LPG and now LNG to India. Long-term contracts for LNG were highlighted as a testament to the growing energy partnership between the two countries. Vinod Kumar for Akashvani News from Abu Dhabi.
During his conversation, Prime Minister thanked President Zayed Al Nahyan for his personal support and graciousness in granting the land for the construction of the Bocha Sanwasi Akshar Purushottam Swaminarayan Sanstha Temple in Abu Dhabi. Mr. Modi will inaugurate the temple tomorrow.
आपकी भारत के प्रति जो लगाव है और आपकी यूएई के उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए जो विजन है उसका एक उदाहरण मैं देख रहा हूं यहाँ बीएपीएस का मंदिर बनना. आपके सहयोग के बिना ये संभव ही नहीं था. शायद इतना विश्वास, इतना प्यार अपने आप में एक बहुत ही अनोखे संबंधों की ये शक्ति को दर्शाता है.
Earlier, Mr. Modi reached Abu Dhabi this afternoon on a 2-day visit to the United Arab Emirates. In a special gesture, Prime Minister Modi was received at the airport by the UAE President. He was also accorded a ceremonial welcome at the airport. Prime Minister Modi is now addressing the Indian community at the Ahlan Modi event at Zayed Sports Stadium in Abu Dhabi. Addressing the gathering, Mr. Modi said he has come to meet his family members. He said he has brought the fragrance of the soil where they were born and has brought the message of 140 crore people that Bharat is proud of them. Now we take you live to listen to the Prime Minister's address.
दुनिया का वो कौन सा देश है जिसने अपने दम पर 5G टेक्नोलॉजी विकसित करके सबसे तेज रोल आउट किया है? हमारा भारत. साथियों, भारत की उपलब्धि हर भारतीय की उपलब्धि है. फिर 10 साल में भारत दुनिया की 11वें नंबर की इकोनॉमी से 5वें नंबर की इकोनॉमी बन गया है। और आप जानते हैं, मुझे हर भारतीय के सामर्थ्य पर कितना ज्यादा भरोसा है, इसी भरोसे के दम पर मोदी ने एक गारंटी भी दी है। मोदी की गारंटी आप जानते हैं, मोदी ने अपने तीसरे टर्म में
The government today reiterated that it is ready to talk with the protesting farmers, highlighting that a law regarding minimum support price (MSP) on crops cannot be brought in a hurry. Talking to media in New Delhi, Union Agriculture Minister Arjun Munda said the announcement in this regard can only be made after considering everyone's interest. Mr. Munda added that the centre is bound to protect the interests of farmers.
हमें ये सुनिश्चित करना चाहिए कि इसका रास्ता क्या क्या होगा और उसके लिए हम कोई एक फोरम ऐसा बनाए जिसमें हम लगातार चर्चा करते रहे और इसका समाधान निकालें। ये बात किसानों को समझने की जरूरत है कि किसानों के हितों की रक्षा हो, भारत सरकार प्रतिबद्ध है और उसके साथ साथ जन सामान्य को कोई कठिनाई न हो। दोनों ही बातों को किसान संगठन उनको समझना पड़ेगा।
Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the talks with protesting farmers are failing because new demands are being added every day by them. Talking to media in New Delhi, he added that the Narendra Modi government has been in favour of farmers right from day one and it has come up with many welfare schemes for them.
हमारा केवल इतना कहना है कि हम इन विषयों पर भी चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार हैं, लेकिन इन पे अन्य लोगों से बात करनी पड़ेगी, राज्य सरकारों से बात करनी पड़ेगी और किसान संस्थाओं से बात करनी पड़ेगी। क्या ये गलत है? आखिरकार नए मुद्दे जुड़ रहे हैं तो उस पर चर्चा तो बनती है, उस पर समय भी थोड़ा लगेगा। हम पहले भी चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार थे, आज भी हैं। मैं प्रदर्शनकारियों से इतना ही कहूंगा कि आगजनी हिंसा ना करें, उग्र ना हो और मैं किसान नेताओं से इतना अनुरोध करता हूं कि कृपया करके बातचीत का दौर जारी रखें।
Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia today said the recent farm reforms undertaken by the government have ushered India into a new agriculture revolution. The minister was interacting with the media and the visitors at the ongoing World Book Fair in New Delhi.
ये बुक पिछले 10 साल में मोदी जी ने फर्टिलाइजर सेक्टर में, एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में जो रिफॉर्म करा है और रिफॉर्म के द्वारा देश में अमृत काल में दूसरी कृषि क्रांति का प्रारंभ हुआ है। पहली कृषि क्रांति 60 के दशक में हुई। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में, खास करके फर्टिलाइजर सेक्टर में बहुत नया रेवोल्यूशन हुआ है, इनोवेशन हुआ है। यूरिया की जगह पे नैनो यूरिया आया है, डीएपी की जगह पे नैनो डीएपी आया है।
Delhi police has imposed traffic restrictions at the Singhu border in view of the ongoing farmers' protest. In its advisory, Delhi police said that traffic diversion is also in place at Mukarba Chowk and vehicles intending to go to Haryana can divert towards Loni border or towards Madhuban Chowk onwards to Ring Road. In the wake of the protest, a few gates of some of the metro stations, including Rajiv Chowk, Udyog Bhavan and Lok Kalyan Marg, are also closed for security reasons. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurated and laid the foundation stones for a total of 38 national highway projects worth nearly 7,000 crore rupees in Uttarakhand today. Speaking on the occasion, the Union Minister emphasized that all national highways will be built in Uttarakhand will adhere to international standards.
मसूरी में हम 1800 करोड़ की लागत से 8 किलोमीटर 2 लेन ट्विन टनल का डीपीआर जून 2024 तक बन जाएगा और फिर उसके कार्य का हम शुभारंभ करेंगे। इस टनल से निर्माण से शहर का अंदर का ट्रैफिक जाम की समस्या हल होगी और टनल से पर्यटकों का और स्थानिक नागरिकों का समय काफी बच जाएगा।
President Draupadi Murmu has said the contribution of particularly vulnerable tribal groups, PVTGs, is pivotal in achieving the vision of developed India by 2047. The President was interacting with over 200 members of PVTGs at Dharampur in Valsad district of Gujarat today.
सरकार के जितने भी स्कीमें उनको मालूम होना चाहिए, अवेयरनेस भी उन तक पहुंचना चाहिए कि इतने सारी चीजें सरकार आपके लिए व्यवस्था किए हैं। कोई भी ऐसे व्यक्ति छूट ना जाए, सरकार के जितने भी योजनाएं हैं उनसे वंचित ना हो जाए।
Later in the evening, President Murmu reached Jaipur on a 2-day visit to Rajasthan. The Ministry of Defence has signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited for procurement of 11 indigenously designed, developed and manufactured Shakti electronic warfare systems for the Indian Navy. The contract is worth more than 2,269 crore rupees. The Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE) has issued an advisory against the rumours and fake information about the upcoming board exams of classes 10th and 12th. The CBSE annual board exams of class 10th and 12th are scheduled to be held from the 15th of February to the 2nd of April. The CBSE said during exam time certain unscrupulous elements spread rumours on social media platforms about paper leak claiming to have access to question papers of the exams. The board has alerted the public against such unverified news and rumours during the 2024 exams. President Draupadi Murmu shared her journey from Rairangpur, her birthplace in Odisha, to Rashtrapati Bhavan in an exclusive interaction with the Union Minister of Women and Child Development, Smriti Irani, in the concluding episode of Nai Soch Nai Kahani, a radio journey with Smriti Irani on Akashvani. The special episode was recorded at Rashtrapati Bhavan. The episode was broadcast on the occasion of World Radio Day today. The episode will be rebroadcast on the entire network of Akashvani Gold and Indraprasth at 11:10 p.m. tonight. It is also available on all social media platforms of Akashvani. The episode will also be telecast on DD National between 8 and 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. The U.S. Senate has voted overwhelmingly to approve a $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. The long-delayed measure won approval from the upper house today. According to media reports, the lawmakers approved the measure in a 70-29 vote that exceeded the chamber's 60-vote threshold for passage of a bill. The legislation will now head to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UAE President Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan hold bilateral talks in Abu Dhabi. Several agreements and Memoranda of Understanding, including Bilateral Investment Treaty, exchanged between the two countries. Prime Minister addresses Indian community at Ahlan Modi event in Abu Dhabi. Government reiterates readiness to hold talks with protesting farmers, says MSP law on crops cannot be brought in a hurry. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurates and lays foundation stones for 38 national highway projects worth nearly 7,000 crore rupees in Uttarakhand. And US Senate passes $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.
ये देखिए हॉल।
अरे वाह।
अरे ये देखिए बेडरूम।
भैया नया घर बढ़िया है, पर जाएंगे कहाँ हैं?
हैं?
हाँ भैया, घर तो खूबसूरत बनवाया है, पर जाएंगे कहाँ?
अरे तुम लोग कहाँ जाने की बात कर रहे हो?
अरे भैया, घर का सबसे जरूरी हिस्सा है कहाँ?
अरे शौचालय है कहाँ?
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का देशवासियों से आग्रह है कि स्वच्छ भारत मिशन ग्रामीण कार्यक्रम में साथ निभाएं। नए घर में शौचालय बनवाकर प्रोत्साहन राशि प्राप्त करें और अपने गांव को संपूर्ण स्वच्छ बनाएं।
जागा रे जागा रे जागा, गाँव जागा रे जागा रे जागा रे जागा।
पेय जल और स्वच्छता विभाग जल शक्ति मंत्रालय की पेशकश।